What if I told you that the last days of August 2025 are not ordinary days, but days written in prophecy, days when 6 sacred numbers rise like hidden stars in the night sky, carrying the vibration of wealth, clarity, and destiny? These are not random digits, they are ancient signals, long whispered by seers who saw beyond time. Baba Vanga once said, "There are no accidents in the universe, only messages waiting to be heard." Nostradamus, in his veiled verses, warned that numbers would guide humanity when chaos surrounds us. And here we are, standing at the doorway of their truth. Numbers are not silent. In Buddhist philosophy, they are living vibrations, energies that reflect the state of your mind, the clarity of your heart, and the alignment of your spirit. They appear on clocks, receipts, dreams, or even sudden thoughts, not to confuse you but to awaken you. Each repetition, each symbol, is a whisper from the universe reminding you, you are not lost, you are being guided. So let me ask you, have you felt the presence of a number following you? Have you woken up at the same hour every night? Have you seen the same digits appear when you doubted your path? Do you believe this is coincidence, or could it be a divine language calling you home? Pause for a moment, breathe deeply, let the silence answer, for in that stillness, you will know. These 6 numbers are not predictions, they are invitations, invitations to step into a higher frequency, to shed the weight of fear, and to walk toward abundance with awakened eyes. And when we reach the end of this journey, I will reveal a bonus number, a master vibration so powerful that even ancient mystics believed it could alter the course of fate itself. But before we begin, I ask you, if you feel this truth resonating in your heart, write in the comments, "I am aligned with divine abundance." Because when you declare it, you are no longer just a listener, you become a co-creator of your destiny. Welcome, my friends, to Old Buddhist philosophy, where wisdom meets prophecy and numbers reveal the hidden path of the soul. Number 18. Restlessness into creation. There are nights when the soul refuses to rest, when thoughts scatter like sparks in the dark sky, and the heart wrestles with the weight of unseen questions. Many call it overthinking, but in Buddhist wisdom, this is known as the monkey mind, restless, leaping, untamed. Yet what appears as chaos is often the seed of creation, for storms are not meant to destroy, but to awaken hidden forces within us. The number 1 carries the essence of new beginnings, the courage to step into the unknown with boldness and trust. The number 8 flows with abundance, balance, and infinite cycles of renewal. Together, as 18, they form a union that transforms disorder into design, confusion into clarity, and wandering restlessness into inspired creation. This number whispers that the turbulence of your thoughts is not your enemy. It is energy waiting for form, a river waiting to be guided by your hands. Baba Vanga once spoke of humanity being tested by invisible storms, where clarity would only come to those who learned to master the noise within. Nostradamus too hinted at times when visionaries would rise, not from stillness, but from the ability to transform turmoil into prophecy. The number 18 aligns with these visions. It calls you to listen, to shape the unseen chaos into art, invention, or wisdom that will serve not only you, but the world. In Buddhist practice, the restless mind becomes a gateway when it is observed with awareness. Meditation teaches us not suppress thoughts, but to watch them pass like clouds across the vast sky of consciousness. When you embrace this teaching, the monkey mind becomes a teacher, showing you that restlessness is simply creativity knocking at the door of your spirit. So, when the number 18 appears in your path, whether on a clock, a receipt, or within your dreams, take it as a sacred sign. The universe is telling you, do not run from your restlessness. Dance with it, shape it, let it carve you into a vessel of creation. What once felt like confusion will reveal itself as brilliance in disguise. a divine invitation to bring form to what only you can birth into this world. And so I ask you, when your mind feels restless and your spirit cannot sleep, do you see it as a burden, or will you embrace it as the raw material of your destiny? Number 24, presence is power. There are souls who enter a room with noise, with glitter, with force, yet their energy fades as quickly as it arrives. And then there are others, rare souls, who need no words, no grand gestures, because their very presence is enough to shift the air, calm the chaos, and command attention without effort. This is the mystery of number 24, a number that carries the sacred vibration of serenity turned into strength. 2. The number of intuition, whispers of inner knowing, that quiet voice guiding you when the world is too loud. 4. The number of foundation, anchors you to stability, balance, and trust in the process of life. When they merge as 24, they do not tell you to chase power. They remind you that true power is cultivated in silence, in stillness, in unwavering presence. Just as a candle lights the darkness without struggle, you too are called to shine by being, not by forcing. The Buddha himself taught, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Number 24 embodies this wisdom. It teaches you that your essence, your calm, your presence, is far more magnetic than any storm of words or actions. When you are centered, the universe bends to your rhythm. When you are still, the path ahead clears itself. Even Nostradamus once hinted that the future would be shaped not by those who shouted the loudest, but by those who stood firm in the storms of time. And Baba Vanga foresaw that silence and spiritual presence would become the rarest treasures in an age of noise. Perhaps this is why 24 calls to you now, an invitation to stop striving outward and instead radiate inward. So ask yourself, when the world around me rushes, can I be the stillness? When others demand to be heard, can I embody silence that speaks louder than any voice? When fear shakes the ground, can I be the foundation that others lean upon? Type in the comments and anchor this energy. I choose stillness. I embody presence. I am aligned with number 12, the hidden rhythm of life. The number 12 has always held a sacred place in human consciousness, from the 12 months that shape our year, to the 12 hours of day and night that govern the flow of time, to the 12 signs that map the heavens. This number is the silent heartbeat of existence. Even in Buddhist wisdom, we are reminded of the 12 links of dependent origination, the eternal cycle that explains how thought gives birth to desire, desire gives birth to action, and action weaves the karma that shapes our destiny. Nothing stands apart, and nothing happens without a root. The number 12 is the rhythm of cause and effect, the hidden law of interconnectedness. Prophets and seers throughout history recognized its quiet power. Nostradamus often spoke of hidden kisses within time, suggesting that what feels like chaos is only an unseen rhythm preparing the next chapter of humanity. Baba Vanga, too, whispered of repeating patterns, where history itself seems to spiral, like a wheel. The number 12 reminds us that life is not random, it moves like music, and we are both the dancers and the instruments. Every choice we make strikes a note that ripples across the song of existence. 1 is the spark, the seed of all creation. 2 is duality, the balance of light and shadow, yin and yang, joy and sorrow. Together they form 12, a union of beginnings and balance, of spark and harmony. It is the reminder that the smallest thought, the quietest intention, carries the power to turn the wheel of fate itself. Just as a single drop can disturb an ocean's stillness, so too can your awareness shift the course of your life. Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." The number 12 echoes this eternal truth. If your thoughts are restless, they bind you to suffering. But if they are clear and compassionate, they set you free. The cycle is not a prison, it is a teaching. Every knot has an origin, and with mindfulness, every knot can be untied. That is the hidden liberation that 12 offers, the awareness that you are not trapped in destiny, you are part of its unfolding design. So when the number 12 finds you in time, in patterns, in chance encounters, know that it is not coincidence. It is the universe reminding you to pause, to listen, and to step back into rhythm with life's great cycle. It asks you, what thoughts are you planting? What karma are you shaping? And are you ready to bring harmony to the music of your journey? Reflect with me. If every thought became a seed, what kind of garden would you be growing right now? Number 48, the path of patience. There are moments in life when the world feels like it is moving too fast. Opportunities slip by, time feels short, and the pressure to arrive there grows heavier with each passing day. But number 48 arrives as a gentle teacher, whispering the ancient truth. Slow does not mean stuck. Just as the Buddha once said, a jug fills drop by drop, so too does destiny unfold, with quiet persistence, rather than hurried grasp. The number 4 brings the strength of foundations, discipline, and unshakable order, reminding us that true stability is never built in haste. The number 8 carries the infinite cycles of karma, prosperity, and abundance, its flowing curves symbolizing the eternal dance of cause and effect. Together, 48 merges these energies into a sacred lesson that patience is not weakness, but alignment with cosmic timing. Think of roots beneath the soil. They do not rush to be seen. They grow silently, anchoring themselves before the tree dares to touch the sky. In the same way, your unseen efforts, your waiting seasons, your discipline in obscurity, all are weaving the foundation of abundance. Nostradamus often spoke of destiny's cycles, and Baba Vanga foretold that those who endure quietly would inherit unexpected blessings. These prophecies echo within 48, reminding us that what feels delayed is not denied. It is simply aligning with a greater rhythm. When the monkey mind screams for results, 48 teaches you to pause, breathe, and trust the process. The moon does not rise a moment earlier than it should. The tide does not rush before the pull of the cosmos calls it forth. Why then should you? Your time will come when the soil of your patience meets the rain of divine timing. So ask yourself, are you honoring your journey with patience, or are you rushing toward illusions that vanish as quickly as they appear? Perhaps 48 has come into your life to guide you back to presence, to steady your steps, and to remind you that the path of patience is not a delay, it is the preparation for destiny's arrival. Reflect with me, what is one area of your life where patience, rather than rushing, could lead you closer to your true abundance? Number 36. Freedom and authentic living. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when the mask grows heavy, when the borrowed roles we play begin to suffocate the quiet voice within. Number 36 rises as a mirror in that moment, asking, are you truly living, or merely performing the life expected of you? This number is not about rebellion for its own sake, but about peeling away illusion until only authenticity remains. 3 sparks the fire of creativity, the eternal child of the cosmos that dances beyond boundaries. 6. The number of compassion and balance, grounds that fire with love, reminding us that freedom is not found in chaos, but in harmony with the heart. Together they form 36, a vibration that calls you back to your original rhythm, unchained by fear, unshaken by the need for approval. Buddha once said, better to live one day authentically than 1,000 in imitation. Number 36 carries this wisdom, like a lantern, guiding you through the fog of societal expectations. It is the reminder that your soul's script was written long before the world told you who you should be. Each time you honor that inner truth, you step closer to liberation. Even Nostradamus, in his veiled prophecies, spoke of great shifts arising when individuals walk free from collective illusions. Baba Vanga, too, foresaw awakenings where the quiet, authentic souls would reshape humanity's path. Number 36 resonates with these prophecies. It is less about outward revolution and more about an inner uprising of truth. So ask yourself now, whose life are you truly living? And if your answer feels uncertain, know that 36 does not judge, it invites. It whispers that freedom begins not with escape, but with alignment. Your task is simple yet profound: to remove the mask, breathe deeply, and walk as your unedited self. So tell me in the comments, what is one mask you are ready to take off? Bonus number 8, the circle of renewal. And now we arrive at the final blessing, the infinite 8, a symbol as eternal as the cosmos itself. Unlike other numbers, 8 does not end. It loops endlessly, folding into itself. A circle of renewal that reminds us life is not a straight line, but a sacred cycle. In its rhythm, we learn that every loss becomes the seed of gain, every ending cradles a hidden beginning, and even silence eventually blooms into song. To walk with 8 is to walk with the eternal truth that nothing is wasted, for all returns in time. In Buddhism, this truth is reflected in the Noble Eightfold Path, the very map to liberation. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, together they form a wheel of balance, where inner wisdom becomes the soil from which outer abundance grows. Just as the wheel turns endlessly, so too does 8 invite us to see that renewal is always possible, even in the midst of despair. Nostradamus spoke of cycles that repeat through centuries, warnings and blessings hidden in patterns that echo across Tor. Baba Vanga, too, often spoke of humanity entering new cycles of awareness, where endings would disguise themselves as disasters, but in truth would birth higher consciousness. Number 8 carries their message forward. It tells us that what we see as collapse may in fact be the foundation for something far greater, waiting in the unseen. Too often we chase abundance as though it is outside of us, running endlessly after shadows. But App reminds us that true wealth is not found in restless striving, it flows only through alignment, balance, and presence. Like the inhale and exhale of the breath, life is not about holding, but about surrendering, trusting the cycle, and returning always to center. Abundance cannot be forced, it is a current that carries us when we are clear, mindful, and aligned with our deeper truth. So as you stand before the infinite loop of 8, ask yourself, where in your life are you forcing what should be flowing? For when you stop chasing and instead align with the eternal rhythm, you will see that the circle has always been complete. These sacred numbers, 18, 24, 12, 48, 36, and the infinite blessing of the bonus 8 are not mere digits, nor empty predictions. They are frequencies, living mirrors of the universe, cosmic whispers, guiding you back to the divine rhythm already pulsing within your soul. Nostradamus once said, "From the quiet shall rise the greatest revolutions," and Baba Vanga reminded us that cycles of loss are only the doorway to renewal. These numbers carry that same eternal reminder. Nothing is random, nothing is wasted, everything is part of the rhythm of awakening. So pause now, breathe deeply, feel the circle of 8 weaving through your life, the strength of 24 anchoring you, the hidden rhythm of 12 guiding your cycles, the patience of 48 grounding your steps, the authenticity of 36 freeing your spirit, and the soulful completion of 18, opening new beginnings. Each one is not chasing your destiny, but aligning you with it. Ask yourself, will you keep running in circles of desire, or will you finally align with the flow that has always been carrying you forward? In the comments, affirm this truth. I don't chase, I align. I welcome prosperity with peace. Like this message, subscribe to Buddhism Mindset, And remember, your journey is not about rushing toward a future you cannot see, but awakening to the eternal presence already guiding your steps. Stay steady, stay mindful, and until our next transmission, may every number you meet become a doorway to wisdom,